a prisoner in my own body. 7 days of my 10K steps a day, the challenge I'm doing for December. And it finishes on Christmas Day. And I just want to talk about how I feel about this week in general, because I think it's very important as I just start learning and discovering more about myself that I document everything that I'm going through, what I'm feeling. And that way, when times get a little bit harder, I can just remind myself, like, you've been here. You've hit these milestones. You went through this hard moment and you came out on the other side. So this is my 1 week update on 10K steps. And this is how I'm feeling. The reason of why I started this challenge, I got this from TJ Maxx the other day, and I was just like, how cute is this bottle? I'm a sucker for packaging. So I started this challenge because I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling like a prisoner in my own body. And I don't mean that as an insult to myself, because I've worked really hard over these last couple years to be where I'm at today. But I just know that, like, I am not operating at my fullest potential. There's more for me. And I have always felt that. And I have always said that about myself. I feel like there is a higher purpose within me. For me, I think it will boil down to the root of who I am. I think it's going to boil down to me really digging in really, really deep and really, really forgiving myself for things and really just working through a lot of the things that I need to work through before I actually find it. If you have been here, you know I've done the extremes. I've done it all, really. All the weight loss things, all the tips and tricks. You can't outrun your health. Beat the system, essentially. I was trying to show, like, you know what? I can do XYZ, and I'm going to just prove to myself that it can be done. They said it can't, and it can. And I realized that I am just prolonging the inevitable. And the inevitable is you need to eat better. You need to know how to eat. You need to know how much to eat. You need to know that you have all the basic necessities right in front of you. It doesn't have to be some complicated math, arithmetic problem to solve. These last 7 days, that's really what I've been focusing on, is that movement is a requirement. Movement is not maybe I decide to move today. No, movement of your body should be like breathing. My whole thing is, like, I don't want to have my life dictated by a number. I don't want to have my life dictated by a plate of food. I don't want to have my life dictated by a pair of jeans. I always hold myself a little bit more accountable when I have people watching what the hell I'm doing, if I'm being honest. And that's you. The first couple days, no problem. I did feel like, for some reason, when I started saying it was a challenge, that 10K steps felt like hard work. And I was like, why? On a regular day, 10K steps is nothing. And then now all of a sudden 10K steps is like work. Making sure that, like, I am actively trying to get these steps in. I do realize that morning is probably easiest for me, like better all around, because the day hasn't started. I haven't let anything affect my mood yet. So morning is probably the best time for me to get this done. Now, I'm not new to walking. I had like a walking group. I've had like walking challenges. Like, I enjoy walking, but at some point it became optional, and it shouldn't be. Walking should be like breathing. Walking should be so essential to your daily life that you don't even think about it. It just is what it is. Brush, it's been broke for like 6 months. Put some glue on that bitch. Ultimately, yes, my goal is weight loss. Obviously, I have weight to lose. And I'm so sorry if you're someone who like hates the term like fat, or like having fat, or like someone talking like that. I am so sorry. I am such a factual, realistic, but I'm also an empath. So like, no, you should not be talking to yourself and calling yourself like a fat ass or anything like that. But like, you can acknowledge that you have body fat. and that there is a scientific way that, you know, that whole operation, weight loss, works. And then you can also be very kind to yourself and like, hey, this is my reality. Yes, there's body fat on my body, but my body has gone through so much and it's done a lot for me, and this is how I want to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we have to be honest with ourselves, or we're gonna just run into an excuse-filled psychosis of how we're moving about our day and moving about how we feed ourselves and moving about how we are showing up. Starting the foundation of how I want to operate in my 40s. I'm in my 30s right now, and I heard somewhere, I don't know if it was a podcast or where along the lines I heard that the current decade that you're in is the foundation of the next. So what you do in your 30s is the foundation of your 40s. What you do in your 40s is the foundation of your 50s. And that to me really just like ding, 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 like, bitch, get up. To see so many people just, you know, it's the end of the year. We kind of get like this anyway, naturally towards the end of the year, like ready for change, ready for new things. And I feel like that's great because right now is the time to use other people's momentum with your own and kind of propel yourself forward. So I feel like that's what's happening for me. Is like, I see so many people around me making changes, and right now is like the best time to just start. That is it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you next week. If you're new here, please follow, like, subscribe, all the things. Leave a comment. Tell me if you're doing a challenge for December, or if you would like to join me in 10K steps a day. I'll see you soon. Bye.